Hello, Elise here again. Thank you for joining me. Today I want to talk about ceremony and the importance of having ceremony in the world today. So to me, ceremony is something that we can do to make the everyday ritual, the everyday, which may include a tea. Even when you're talking, it may become something of a special moment. Even if there's a recording and you've got your favorite tea and you're holding your favorite jade cup in your hand, you kind of lose that ability to continue talking and want to just lose yourself in the moment. So as I just showed there, my heart space is just going with that. It's so important because ceremony is a way to go deeper, to go out of the brain and into the body, but not just that, sinking in. And there's lots of terminology to use, like there's some people who have said to me, wow, we journey through different states of consciousness, and it's very clear when that happens. But for me, I just love the fact that we can just go deeper, and at times it's like, you can travel to such depths that you can almost feel every cell in your body receiving this. And I guess it's a practice, right? It's a practice. So when I conduct ceremony, it's usually focused on breath work. So breath work is really important to go deep. And it's using, if you look at the elements, just, you break it all down, you look at the elements, it's using the air element, which we all obviously have access to. It's a natural way of us existing. So what we want to do is bring consciousness to that. And so when we breathe in, hold. So it's that pause, it's that stillness in between any activity that we do that is so vital, because you're paying attention to that which we wouldn't ordinarily pay attention to unless we're meditating, right? Because that's obviously part of it, but there's more, because if we go from a place of we're starting to open and use the breath, then we get to the place where we're like, okay, we're ready to take that sip. In the ancient way of taking medicine, the herbs was to put it in this hot water, and so part of the medicine, which we're just starting to get now, is to open, right? So we're open to receive. We have to prepare the body first. We're not just going to chuck down, look, this herbal tea is going to help me. Awesome. I'm just going to, yes, and off I go. Busy. I'm running. I'm going to catch a train. I'm going to, what's that going to do? It's going to do nothing to assist our cells. It's going to do nothing to assist our nervous system, right? Unless it's a really potent mix, in which case I wouldn't recommend, going to work with a really potent mix of herbs in your system. So my point is, after all that, that what I've discovered is stillness first. Then enable the body in whatever way you feel. I'm not going to go through an entire ceremony here, but we want to open. And as we open physically, what's happening inside? As within, so without, right? So we're opening to receive. Everything inside's going, yeah, I'm feeling really spacious. I'm opening. Take that sip in that moment of opening, and it's introducing that energy, the extra energy that we need, right? The herbs that we're drawn to drinking down into the body, and we feel it slowly cascading down on the inside of us, slowly going through any energy blockages that we may have. It's amazing. When you're open, you can feel so much more as well. Down, 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 and then when it hits the belly, breathing it up, breathing steam up. You know, we become one with what we are consuming, what we're drinking. And that is the best medicine of all. And that is what I think a lot of this movement is out there. At the moment, you know, people aren't happy with the structure, the way things are set up. Mass corporations having a lot of money, controlling lots of things, blah, blah, blah. Let's not get too far into that. However, it's the oneness that we're all connected. And when you do this sort of practice, you can really feel the connection in yourself, and the connection to the herbs, and the connection to that water, because we're made majority of water. So it's so natural for us to turn to that to help us heal. It's just so soothing. And then what a gift it is to share this in circle with beautiful souls, and dive together, go in together. And each ceremony is so different. So many different influences. It's a simple practice that we can do daily for us to go deeper, for us to feel ourselves before we enter a chaotic world. Because in this stillness, we have access. We allow this wisdom, our natural innate wisdom, to come, to flow. And so without this stillness, how do we hear it? How do we feel it? So it's a beautiful way. And then when we are able to take this part of ourselves, this part that we've, or this whole aspect of ourselves, not just part, but this, when we feel more, we go out there. And there's this stillness, and this radiance. And we feel amazing. And there's this, like, it generates this confidence and the beginnings of self-love. And when you take that out there, then you realize that there's no point to compete or to even compare with someone else, because you can feel that deep connection in yourself. You can feel those herbs still beautifully dancing within you, with the beautiful water, and it's flowing, and in that you're already creating a beautiful ripple effect out there, just by your everyday practice. And then your wisdom will flow. Then you have the voice, or then you'll do certain activities. You'll be able to be more aware of your passions in this world as well. There are so many people, especially women, mothers I meet down at I chat to down at the school for school drop-offs, because I'm a mum too, and you know, there's so many that say that they don't know their passion. We don't give ourselves space to explore any part of us, and so perhaps tea is a good way of doing that. It's a tool, simply, if nothing else, it's a tool to create more space, to allow what's deep in us to slowly come to the surface for us to view, and for others to experience as well. And then that enables other people to then share what they like, or whatever. So just be mindful when you're taking your next cup of tea that this could be such a deeper practice. This could be something that assists you on your journey, definitely. So when you are taking a cup of tea, don't just think of it as a cup of tea. Please honour yourself and this beautiful life that you're leading, and see what it can possibly give you in return, and then how you can pass that on. So going deeper, getting to know yourself more, having that deep connection more confidence as a result, developing more self-love and compassion, which is a big thing on the path. It's beautiful. If you are interested in any of the teas that I have to aid you with your ceremonies, or some people prefer to call it meditation with tea, then yeah, look down below, there's some links to my webpage. Yeah, and also if you would like to subscribe, I would love to have you on my list. Please subscribe. And I just want to leave you with a little message. Just take every opportunity you can to go that little bit deeper, to love that little bit more, to honour yourself that little bit more. So just one more thing. I implore you to experience it all. Your own depths. Dive in. We're here for such a short period of time. You may as well. And to experience your depth is one of the rarest, most beautiful things you can do. And it's a beautiful gift. So go for it. And it's definitely life-changing once you start. You're totally worth it. Sending love. Thank you, Elise.